everybody. Welcome back to My X's X. I am Brittany,
And I'm Kelly.
and we're just here to follow up with the first episode that we launched this last week. Um, Hopefully, we're going to be a little less scattered. We're obviously new to this, like we stated in the last episode, but hopefully, we can kind of stick to more than one subject so you guys get to know us and our journeys a little bit better.
Condense it a little bit more.
hmm Yeah,
Forgive us, we're blonde.
that as well. That amongst so many other things.
Cuckoo, choo, huh?
Yes.
Love it.
Uh,
So where did we leave off last time? We left off with touching over mental health. I guess we should get into, we had some responses, some comments, and people were kind of confused about what the podcast was going to be about. Well, I mean, it's going to kind of be about everything, but it's going to be centered around us and our story of friendship, but also kind of getting through our traumas and history of abuse that we've experienced. But on my end, I have a new, not necessarily new, but I'm in a new walk, not new to God, but a new walk with God. So I will be speaking on my faith, but that doesn't mean that this is strictly a Christian podcast because it's probably not really going to sound like one, just because we're going to be airing out our past. So Brittany is in a different part of her walk in finding herself right now. Yeah,
I am. Um, I can't say that I have necessarily found my faith like Kelly has. Of course, I'm 100% supportive. But as far as I think one of the comments were, God didn't call on you to sit here and talk crap on people. Okay, so for one, I want to address this because for one, it's not your place to say what how God connects with other people. You don't know. I mean, we can't say how God talks to you and what path God is pointing you down. We can't say that. So, and it might seem like we are here talking crap on people. That's not our intention. That's not the subject. That's not what we're here to do. But we are telling our
Yeah.
stories, and our stories are full of crappy people doing crap
sharing
things.
an ex.
So if they didn't want crappy things said, they shouldn't have done the crappy things.
Preach.
End of story. So
Just because we share an ex and we both had a not good experience and other, as well as other not good experiences with exes and ex friends and all sorts of things, this isn't just a crap talking show. Obviously, the first little bit is going to seem that way because we have to get the foundation out. But that's not what it's strictly going to be about. But also, like Brittany said, I mean, it's not talking crap if you're just telling what happened. If it sounds like it's talking crap, then maybe take a beat and think about what was done and was behavior crappy or was it acceptable? And I would venture to say that most would agree that it was pretty crappy. So is it really talking crap or is it just talking truth and the crappy people don't like it?
and this is where we get into the domestic violence thing again,
Mhm.
like why nobody speaks out because nobody believes the
No.
victim. They think they are here just making up lies and
Why
stories.
didn't you leave
And
if it was
that's
so
just
bad?
that's not who we are. And however we were called upon to speak upon our past and the new journey, like the new past that we found. I mean, there should be zero judgment there. Our voices were silenced for so long. Healing in silence is how
It's
some
not,
people cope.
but it's still,
But it still feels defeating some days. And
well, and we've agreed that if there weren't things like TikTok videos and Facebook Reels and things that were addressing
just
that
random memes,
while we're sitting there
poems.
in silence, if there weren't things that were addressing that we could feel connected to and not feel alone, like we would be so far, steps and steps behind where we are now
Right.
in our healing because it feels so alone.
Yeah, in that time, like you were so secluded, whether it was intentional or not, that you ended up being alone, like your partner
Hmm.
intentionally secluded you from your family and friends,
Yeah.
or it's just that no one listens to you.
Or it's both.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
there's a
too.
million variations of it too. I mean, it maybe you're not getting secluded, but maybe there's like subtle jabs at, when you're spending time with your friends, or maybe, I don't know. I mean, there's just a million different ways. And well, as far as domestic violence goes, it goes beyond just physical. It goes beyond just sexual. There's so many aspects to it and so many different ways that it can be done, that even if you're not getting touched, even if you're not getting pushed around, even if somebody's not sitting there calling you names or smacking you or taking things away out of your hand or screaming at you every day, it doesn't mean you're not still getting abused. And it doesn't mean that it's not still bad. I can say for myself, I would have I would have rather taken a black eye than the psychological stuff any day of the week, because black eyes heal. The brain takes a little longer to repair itself, if it ever does. So this isn't meant to be, you know, just a bash fest. But we have every right to speak on what has happened with us, to us, around us. Um,
And we encourage you guys to do the same.
yeah, speak
I
up.
know it sounds crazy, like you legitimately tell people your story, and you're like, yeah, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I mean, what happened to you was crazy.
Yeah,
So, and
it.
if they don't understand, then I mean, the emotional intelligence of that person is just not even
Well, yeah,
worth entertaining.
and it just. I mean, it plays into the dirty cycle of having to be
Mm-hmm.
silent and quiet, because if somebody's looking at you thinking like, oh, that couldn't have happened, that didn't happen, you're just being crazy, like, really,
Mm-hmm.
really, so what's the point in even trying to speak it? But there's so many of us out there that have gone through so much that we have to use our voices if we want to prevent this stuff from happening, if we want to raise awareness, if we want to be a light shining in the darkness, then we have to use our voices. And it's scary. And don't do it if you're not going to be safe doing it. You have to look out for you first. But if there comes a point where you can speak on what has happened to you, regardless of what anybody tells you, you're not crazy. You weren't in the wrong. And sure, maybe you've justified it by saying, well, I did this wrong or that wrong. Yeah, everybody does. Everybody makes mistakes. We're humans. But you were not so at fault that those things should have happened to you. Whatever you've been made to believe, that's not true. And I encourage you to stand up and use your voice and speak on it and be that light for somebody else, like what Brittany and I saw, sitting alone, scrolling videos, looking for any kind of answer. Be that light for somebody else, because you really never know who you're going to be helping, whose life you could potentially be saving just by them feeling like they're not alone.
And you sit there and think, like, scrolling, doom scrolling. These people don't mean it. Like, if I reached out for help, they wouldn't help me. And
No.
you do get that a lot. You do. Um, but I mean, having this podcast and talking about our stories, like, and we are really hoping to bring awareness to domestic violence. So there are more people that feel comfortable reaching out.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to get denied. Like, I guarantee you call me, I'll be there in a hot second. I will do whatever I can to get to you, to get you out of that situation. It's not always that easy. Like, I mean, we talked about in the last episode, like, people go back.
I waited
People go
around.
back.
Yeah.
What is it? 7 times on average?
On average, it's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which I mean, that tracks. I mean, it does. But
Honestly, I don't know that I've really ever met anybody that's had less than like 5 times going back.
yeah.
Like, not thinking about it right now, I don't know that
I
I
mean,
know of
you have
anybody.
that trauma bond. You feel like you have nothing. You have nobody.
Well, you just don't have the
The
means.
fear of what's going to happen if you do walk out
And
that
if
door.
you've got kids, it just
Mhm.
compounds everything.
Yeah.
And
being alone, feeling alone, that is such an understatement because it just, like, you feel like a little ant, like
yeah,
just
just
nothing. You have nothing. You
super
have no one.
insignificant.
Yeah,
Just
very,
completely unimportant.
very
And
insignificant.
it's part of that. I mean, I think by the time you get to the point of like, okay, I need to leave, and then the realization of being alone, you've already been made to feel so worthless, anyways. That then sitting in that alone time is really, really hard and really hits hard.
It does, and that is something I'm really guilty of. Is
Not sitting in it.
mm-hmm, is not sitting in it, keeping myself busy, my mind busy, my hands busy.
It's human nature.
Just
It's
I
that
don't.
that was
But it's
probably
like
the hardest thing that I
I
did,
know.
was to sit in just my own head and deal with everything. What was my fault? What wasn't my fault? Except the things that I would never get answers to, and just
Some days are worse than others, though. It's just like I can't tack on anymore.
yeah.
I like for my mental health. I absolutely cannot sit here and
And
dwell on it.
that's fine.
But
I tell you all the time, quit,
Mhm.
tap out,
Mhm.
take a break, kick your feet
Yeah.
up. You deserve it.
Yeah. Do something. Do something else. Quit thinking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, but eventually, you're going to have to set in it, and you're going to have to make a plan, and you're going to just have to take that step. And that first step to getting up out of bed, reaching out to old friends or family members, or moving jobs, or finding a job, or just anything to get you out of that house. That first step, it is, it is terrifying.
Well, it's like you get put in such a mental state that you're ashamed that you got there in the first place, and so
Mhm.
reaching out is like you have to really humble yourself,
Yeah.
which is completely ridiculous,
Mhm.
because we shouldn't feel that way.
Yeah,
People
but
that are going through
everyone
that
makes you out
shouldn't
to
feel
be
that
the
way.
crazy one.
Yes. Yeah, and so it's
Yeah.
like you have to hide and, close the doors and not show anybody that you are not completely sane, but nobody's going to be completely
Mhm.
sane when you've gone through those things.
And the abuser ends up being the victim in all these stories that you go around town and hear, and
Yeah.
you're just like, wait, hold up. I don't know about your recollection, but mine is
Flipped it and reversed it.
oh yeah, no.
Uno switch or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
No.
just, yeah.
No. Were we living in the same house? Because
And
yeah, that is not how that
it
happened at
adds
all.
fuel to the fire after the fact. So
Yeah.
not only do you have to like deal with and steal your mind to be able to remove
Hmm.
yourself from that situation, but then you also have to, after the fact, handle what comes
Yeah.
after you're out.
And it's true. Like, I mean, it gets brought up all the
You're
time. And
still,
God.
from the
Hmm.
last, like, you're still
Yeah.
having to deal with the bull
Tell you
crap.
what, you come across at how much stupidity actually exists out there. Just like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I just took my eyeball against a doorknob and I was just really bored, so
It's super fun.
I decided to just bang my eye against it, so I'd have something to bitch
Yes.
about. I mean, come on.
I totally, like, I absolutely crushed my own throat. I did it. It's a
Yes.
thing. It's a thing,
Oh.
very niche fetish.
And everybody deals with it differently. Like we sit here, like we make little jokes like this. I mean, it wasn't always like that. Um,
No.
I mean, but also, I guess I am always one to laugh at myself, anyways, because I mean,
I don't think that's an unhealthy thing,
the
though. I mean,
decisions I've made.
if you carried the weight of all of that around, and you carried the seriousness, which it is very serious, but if you
Hmm.
carried it at such a level and couldn't make light of things
Yeah.
for your own benefit, then that would be such a
I mean,
miserable
you
way to
almost
like do
have
it.
to survive
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how. I definitely would not be able to get through life and the things that I've gone through if everything was serious about it 100% of
Yeah.
the time.
And there are still hard days. Like, today's just been an off day for me, and we were just talking about that. And
Hmm.
and there's no specific reason. And it's not like I really, like, a memory popped up or anything. But just,
It's
I
not-
just wake up heavy,
yeah.
and it's just like,
Did you have one of your
you have
dreams
to-
again?
no,
Oh,
not last night.
she's been having the
But-
same dream, so
yeah.
I'm waiting for the next one.
Yeah. The nightmares have slowed down though.
That's good.
So
That's fantastic.
I remember getting to Kelly's after I got back from that last situation, and how long did I sleep? Like actually sleeping in a safe place. It
I
had
mean,
to have been like 18 hours.
It was a very
it was so long.
I mean, it wasn't a full 24, but I just kind of like I just let you do it. You were
Mhm.
exhausted. You needed it.
Yeah, and I mean, in there, like I absolutely could not sleep peacefully or soundly. My things would get rifled through, or I'd get woken up in the middle of the night with anger because I'm being accused of being disloyal or
Anything and everything.
anything. Yeah. So
I mean, there was like months there where you did not sleep.
no, yeah, no, I looked like complete crap.
Like, you were just so. You were just
I was
defeated. You
drained.
looked defeated.
And that's what, like, I started journaling a lot when I was in this situation, because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when you have all these feelings, most people like to bottle them up or whatever, but expressing feels so good. And it's not like you have to express it to somebody else. You can write it down. You can talk to yourself in the mirror, for the love of God. Like, I don't care what you do.
I'm a big
but if you
talker to
have not
myself.
tried, if you've not tried expressing your feelings just to feel a little less heavy, please try it. Please try it. I started journaling because it was recommended to me that there were a lot of things, like when we got into arguments, there were a lot of things that I wanted to say. I did lose myself very much, but it's really hard for me to entirely lose my voice, so like if something bad was said about me, I'm like, listen, no, I need to say this. And what reality are you living in, because you were taking zero accountability. But, so there were a lot of things that I wanted to point out, not that it would get me anywhere, because it was just who he was. So I started journaling.
It was never going to get across, but I
Mhm.
think that the journaling for you helped
Yeah.
you feel at least like something was
Like I got
were
to tell
getting it out,
somebody.
yeah.
I got to tell somebody, and I didn't sit there and let it fester. Like it was in my head. I got it out of my head.
Do
Okay,
you remember
move on.
back when you were with our shared,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, did I tell you to write down?
I don't remember.
I feel like I did, but that's always been something that I've said. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you feel like they're not hearing you or listening to you, like everything turns into an argument, even when you're just trying to like express how you feel about something and you're not passing judgment, you're just trying to say what it is, and they're just not hearing you. Write it down, because a lot of times people don't listen to listen and take it in. They listen so they know what to have a comeback to.
Yeah. And so, like, my journal, for instance, kept getting taken, trifled through, read, whatever. And then, so, like, I started making notes in my phone. And I would do that beforehand anyways, because, like, if he said something that made me mad, I'm like, oh, you mother... like I got it out on my phone. I got it out on my phone so it wouldn't come out of my mouth, and I wouldn't
texting on your notes instead of in your text.
Listen, you piece of, like I'm going at it on
All
my iPhone.
caps, I
But,
am so
oh
mad.
yeah, I was definitely
Mr. Royal
Dead.
Hampton. I'm gonna write a letter. Sorry.
We just watched that the other night. It was good.
You wanna talk about mother? Okay, sorry. Back on track.
Anyways, so, but then he found out that I was making notes on my phone, so then my notes went through, and all of those bad messages that I had created came back to bite me in the ass. But it feels good when you get to express. That was the point I was making. But there was something that you brought up journaling. Oh, you said that I was drained.
Mm-hmm.
and I looked like I had no life in me.
Yeah.
So I wrote this one day, and it's very short. I didn't get much time, but it said, there was a day I just looked at myself in the mirror. I was broken, didn't even recognize myself. I had forgotten that beyond the bruises and compliance, I was still in there somewhere. So I separated my trauma and who I knew that I was and started planning my escape. And I can't really tell you like what day that was, but I remember looking at myself and I'm like, this is disgusting. And I said, is this how you want your kids to see you? You know, like, and I'm just like, okay, so play it out how you need to get out of the situation, which is a slow process. But yeah, I remember just looking at my reflection and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? This is not this is not you. This is not who you are. Um, this is not the way you were raised. This is I don't know. I didn't know anything about myself other than I knew I was still in there somewhere because I still had reason to fight.
Yeah. And it
So
gets to
and I took that and I went with it, and like I said, I researched him, um,
and it's
figured
crazy to
out.
have to do that, to
Mm-hmm.
understand why you're feeling what you're feeling
Yeah.
when you have to research someone else's behavior because you're feeling a certain way about it and you know that it's not like it shouldn't make you feel that way.
No.
Like
Um,
having to figure out why you feel opposite of what you should feel because of somebody else's behavior
and
is
how you need to
wild.
react.
It's
Like,
wild.
mm-hmm. I reacted the way I needed to survive. So yeah, I was compliant. You know, I let the mean things be said. I let the dishes fly, the food fly. I mean, anything and everything. I mean, I just let it go, and I didn't react to it. It was just like I was a zombie, and um, I it's how I got by. I think so.
Your light when your light. I mean, and I said
But
that to you when I
yeah,
saw that your light was gone.
yeah,
That's when I knew that it was going to be a matter of time before you were able and like had willed enough power in yourself to
hmm,
get out of there.
yeah.
Because and I've said this to you so many times before, like there's so much inside of
Sorry.
you. And when people try to kill that light, like it doesn't stay kill. They're not going to kill it because, like you said, you knew that you were still in there somewhere. You're always going to be you're always going to be in there, and you're always going to be trying to fight, even if stuff is
Hmm.
pushing back against you. So when your light goes out, or at least to others looks like it's gone, that's when I know that you're about to like come up off it.
Yeah.
But it was scary.
It
It was
was.
scary. It was really scary.
It was. It
And
was
the
very much scary.
waiting until you had the opportunity to safely be gone,
Hmm.
that
But
felt like it took forever because we knew that it was a
hmm,
long time coming, and we're just like waiting.
and playing that long,
Yeah,
playing this game that
yeah.
long, and not knowing how it's
You
going
were
to end
so
up.
exhausted,
Yeah. I mean, no sleep. I mean, just doing what I needed to. Um,
patiently waiting for the opportunity and trying not to mess anything up before then.
mm-hmm. Like totally agreeable. Like it was like I wasn't my own person at all. But
Mm-mm.
what he didn't know is that I seen him for what he truly was, and like I
Demon.
became my best friend. Okay, I'm not totally crazy, but I talk to myself all the time because he would say something, he would do something nice, and then try to pull me into staying, that kind of thing. And I'm like, Brittany, you know what he's doing. Don't fall for this. Act grateful, be
And he
kind,
had cut you off
but
from like
don't do
everybody to
this.
be able to even
Yeah.
talk to anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
So I'm sitting here talking to myself through all of this, like,
am I
don't believe
crazy?
this.
That's not real. That
Mm-hmm.
can't be right.
Yeah.
You know better. No,
Mm-hmm.
don't believe it.
Yeah.
You know better.
And I'm like,
And then you
okay,
feel
yeah.
crazy for talking to yourself.
Yeah, but then yes, but then you spot things like manipulation
Yeah.
and all those things, and you're just like, I see you, like I know
And
what you're
once you
doing,
start
but
spotting
I'll
it,
go with it. I'll go with it,
once you
but
start spotting
I'm
it,
not
you
letting it
can't
soak
stop.
in.
You can't stop seeing it
Yeah,
once you've started
yeah,
seeing it.
which hard facts.
And it's like it's almost like it's that way with everybody that you encounter. Like if you've
Mm-hmm.
if you've been in a position where you have been so entirely manipulated and broken down, like once you see that and experience that firsthand, those flags in everybody else that you meet that has those like same traits, those flags just be lighten up.
Mm-hmm. There, yeah. And
Do you
between
not feel like you've hold
between
yourself off?
our
Like,
mutual ex and my most recent
yeah.
one, and then with everything that's been going on lately, I mean, I feel like,
Do you not feel like you've like hermited yourself away
yeah,
from
I'm
people
like,
to like,
I see
yeah,
that. I see that. Yep, nope.
yeah.
Yeah. But you know what is that my red flag is staying longer than I should.
I can fix
Always.
him.
Because I'm like, we can communicate through this, we can
Mhm.
talk through this, we can work through this, things like that. No.
Communication
And I
doesn't
still tell
always
myself
work.
that
I mean, there has to
every
be
damn time.
understanding with the
Ugh.
communication. You can say all the words, but if they're not understanding what you're saying or just don't want to acknowledge it, then
No. And you can say, okay, yeah.
I hate when people I listen. If I am talking to somebody and I'm having a deep conversation and I finish my bit and they say, "Okay."
So you didn't hear a word that I said. Or maybe they just don't want to disagree. I don't know.
Hey. I mean, you're probably not wrong there, but
I mean,
my response
in all
is always
honesty, I don't think there's very many people that want to disagree with you at
my
all.
response is always, "It's not okay. Don't say that. It's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not okay." I do that with the kids. Like, no, that's not okay.
Okay is just like the word fine.
Yes,
Mm.
I need to chill on that.
No, it's fine. Actually, it's not. It's not fine.
It's not fine.
Yeah.
But no, I when I put thought into like what I'm speaking to somebody, if I'm taking the time to speak these thoughts to you, give me a little feedback, a little back and forth, something. I don't want to talk to myself and then just you say okay.
Mm-hmm.
I could talk to myself.
Well,
or
that
the
was
tree.
a waste of oxygen.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Yes, we are so understood now. Everything is going to be bliss.
Mm-hmm. But going back to subject, and I think that no, we really kind of got off there again. I just want to let you know, like this is how conversations go with Kelly and I every
100%.
single day. Like we start off
100%.
talking about something, and then we're like, oh yeah, well 10 years ago. So
20 for me.
yes.
Because I'm so old.
No, you're not yet. You're not yet.
Well, I guess basically I think we pretty much covered essentially what we are going to be about, primarily, and starting off with. And we've mentioned before, we do want to have guests eventually. I'm excited for that. But also, there's going to be funny stories. There's going to be stories about, when I was a kid, when Brittany was a kid, goofy past like dating stories, or just really random, like you wouldn't believe that this actually happened to us type of things. So it's not always going to be, us just being crappy or judgy or whining or emotional because we're getting it all out. There's going to be fun stuff. There's going to be exciting stuff. There's going to be stupid and silly stuff. And probably some boring stuff in there too to some people. But
our journey is to help you. That is it. Hopefully you learn from our mistakes because we have damn sure made a lot of them.
Please learn from our mistakes.
So, and like it's when you're in that spot, like healing is the hardest, biggest step you can take, because you can sit there. I mean, you can let it harden you. I mean, this has been heavy on my mind a lot lately.
It's not linear, and if you don't figure out how to navigate that, the ebbs and flows, like you will literally stay stuck or like recess back into it even deeper.
Well, and that is why the world is so hateful.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, everybody's hurt, so they're just like, okay,
hurt people.
Yeah,
yeah.
Most of the time, yes.
But we don't want to be that way.
No, we're just here to help. Awkwardly,
Not that I haven't, because I have. I've hurt a lot of people in the past, but I was a hurt
Me
person.
too.
I was unhealed. I was not aware of, the weight of my actions, and um, it took me a while to grow up. But I mean, I think both of us are so completely different than we were even a year ago.
Oh, for sure, a year ago. Like, I've learned so much within the last year. So, I don't know. I think the one thing that I will never let go, though, is like, I will never give up on love. I will never give up on kindness. That's it. I mean, I
That's
think
my
that's
most
what
favorite thing about you.
I think that's what life is all about, and it sucks having to go through all the pain for it.
Feeling
But
like you're not going to get your fairy tale.
but here I am, still soft and understanding and kind, and um, I really want everybody else to be like that because like I said, that's why this world is full of hate. Everybody's just so
And it just
mean.
doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be. And do
Mhm.
we say hateful things? Yeah, everybody does. We all make
We're
mistakes. But are
human.
we sitting there tearing people who are not deserving of it down on a daily basis? Are we injecting our opinions and thoughts into places where it wasn't asked for and it wasn't welcome? No. Like,
I mean,
if it bothers you so much, speak about something in a respectful way or ignore it.
it's true. Scroll.
Scroll.
Keep scrolling.
Keep subbing. I type paragraphs all the time, and then I'm like,
Because
nope, not gonna do it.
if we go through all this and it helps us and it helps just one person, it was all worth it.
Mm-hmm.
All worth it. That's all we want.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I mean, the end goal here is like definitely raising awareness for domestic violence.
Letting
Because
people
in
know that they're not alone. You're
hmm
not alone.
and eventually, like one day, I want to like have like this nonprofit
Yeah.
group, that we can accept donations and stuff like that and raise money so that because when you're in a situation like that, a lot of the reason that women stay or men in that situation is they have nowhere to go. So it'd be great, like, to have this organization that's like, hey, we'll pay for you for 1 month for you and your kids for a rental
I
or in
think
an
it.
apartment or
I think
something,
tacked on with that,
But it's up to you after that.
an attorney
Yeah.
for the abused,
hmm
because that is a huge fear when you're leaving the situation. If you've got kids and you're getting threatened with, I'm going to take the kids, they're
hmm
never going to see you,
And when you have
and
kids,
you
you can't.
have nothing, so you can't afford
Yeah.
an attorney, and you can't leave your kids there alone
But
because you know what's going to happen, and so you just sit there and stay, and you're stuck.
that's worth entertaining. But like, a lot of women end up backing out on the
Hmm.
charges. I was guilty of that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
but like,
I
yeah, I mean,
same,
they promised change. Oh,
same.
okay. Well, here I am,
Yeah.
young, dumb, naive. Oh, you won't do it
It'll
again.
never happen again. I love you
Yeah,
so
no.
much.
Don't ever fall for that nonsense.
No, if they've done it once, they'll
Mm-mm.
do it again.
Yep. And it doesn't get better.
And I would like to throw in the fact that if you are with somebody and they have choked or they have strangled you, they have cut off your air in some fashion, you are 700 times more likely
Okay.
to die by their hands. Just keep that in mind.
True.
It scares the living crap out of me.
And you never know.
I was so, like, literally, Brittany, with you. I mean, I should probably think about it with myself too, because
You were in that same
yeah,
situation.
but like when I found that out, when you finally like came to me and told me that, like I was beside myself. I'm like, oh my god, like we have to get no, you can't. We got to figure it out. You cannot stay. Like this has to happen. God, please let this happen soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because it
was
escalated
terrifying.
so quickly with that relationship.
Yeah, and it was,
It went from 0 to 100 real fast.
and yeah, and you never knew what was going to piss him off that day. Like it could have been,
Could have been you sneezed funny.
yeah. I wasn't touching him enough. I wasn't paying enough attention to him. I wasn't responding
Telling how
text messages
fantastic he
and
was.
yeah. I mean,
Anything,
it
literally
was
anything. You could have
literally
cooked the chicken
anything.
wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I remember one time I was very excited about this new recipe that I found, and it was very fancy. Thank you. Like some kind of like creamy chicken,
You
like
can make it for me.
with a with a like a creamy spinach sauce, and it was
Mm.
all like homemade.
You can make it for me.
I will
Okay.
if I find it again.
Okay.
But he got mad at me and threw it all away. And like I said, I was
And you worked
that's
really,
that
you'd worked really
emotional.
hard on
Yeah,
it.
that's that emotional stuff. I was excited about it, and I made him mad. So
You were
boom,
excited.
all of it went in the
You'd
trash.
spent all this time
Hmm.
from scratch preparing it. Like that's time is the only thing that we cannot get back as people,
Hmm.
as humans. You can never earn back or get back time.
It
And
was,
so when you put time into something, that is like the biggest gift that you can give to somebody. And
Mhm.
when they completely disregard that gift that you've given them of your time,
Yep.
it is so, so damaging and hurtful.
and I enjoy cooking. I mean, I had a lot of fun doing it, but it was just one of those things to break you down slowly.
Mhm.
You know,
I enjoyed cooking
it's
too.
easier to prey on weak people.
When you get told that your food sucks or this is better or that's
Hmm.
better or
Or that you don't cook at all. So yeah, there were with our mutual ex. There was a time where I was being told stories that were obviously
they were things that
heavily
he
fabricated.
they were things that he does, but he was claiming that it was me doing them.
No cooking, no cleaning.
No cooking, no
However,
cleaning
I've
at
been
all.
over to Kelly's house a lot, and there's been magnificent meals. So I learned that firsthand that was false.
I mean, it would be
So
stupid because I did go to culinary school for a hot
I
minute.
know
So if I didn't cook at all, like that
it's
would be just a little
it's
weird.
kind of an inside joke because when she makes something, I'm like, "Ooh, Kelly, this is so good." She's like, "Yeah, how did I do that? How did I do
How
that?
did I do
I don't
that?
know because you've never cooked a day in your life.
Not once, not
Yeah,
never.
I know. I can tell,
Mm-mm.
newbie. What else was there? I don't know. I
Oh,
think.
the taking care of the pets and stuff.
Oh yeah, you never took care of the pets.
Yeah.
Never cleaned.
It's stuff like this that
Broke
brought
things all
her
over the
and I
house.
together, was these little stories that like later on after the fact and linking up and
Hmm.
sharing.
And I would witness it myself, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, no, that
Well,
doesn't track.
so like the first time that we got together was unintentional and I was livid. I did not want it to happen. It was my child that I share with my ex. It was their birthday, and Brittany and he had very recently started dating, and it was thrust upon us that she be at this birthday party, and it was not ran by me first, and it was at my house. I mean, it was at my house, and I eventually, in order to get him there, was like, okay, fine, yes, like she can come. I'm not happy about it, like, but I'm not gonna let it ruin the day. And then
Let's
after the fact,
pause and backtrack that for a second because
she didn't
like
know.
no. I was told I was like, I really don't think her birthday party should be the first
Yeah.
time that I meet her.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. That's wildly inappropriate.
But she
to
was,
me.
yeah, she was told that
And
it was totally fine, and
oh
I was
yeah,
inviting them.
Kelly
And
okayed it, and I was like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, did they say that it was you and the kids at the same
Yes.
time? Because it was not with me. It was just you to start with, and then it was like a few days later that it was like you and the kids.
No.
And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. We're already like playing brother sister,
always.
like
It was always me and the kids.
mushing the family, like to already mushing the family together, trying to insert yourself as like this amazing
Well,
dad.
it's a
And
birthday party. Like I
it
mean,
should be, yeah, it should have been. And well, and that's the thing is, I knew he would not come if you guys did not come, and I
almost
was
said
not going to
no,
have
like,
her heart broken. I was not going to have her heart broken because he wasn't there. So
So, anyways, proceed. I just
I
wanted
can't
to
remember where I
clarify
was.
that. So
Oh,
he ended up showing up.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So they came, and at this point in time, his mother and I very recently, at that time, had a falling out because of some things that were said, and I disinvited her to that party. I told her she was not welcome at my house anymore. Things have since changed. We're working through it, but at the time she was not allowed. Um, and so with having the meeting of my ex's new girlfriend as well as her children there to meet my daughter for the first time and us get through this really awkward, did not care for each other at all hump, like that was already thrust on me. And so I was already pretty anxious and heated and kind of over it. Um, and then my ex's mother showed up
When she was asked not
when
to.
she was specifically and repeatedly categorically told she is not welcome at my house. Regardless of what I had said before, it's my house. I can change the rules if I want to. I can invite you one day and the next day say, nope, never mind. It doesn't matter. It's my house. But it didn't work that way. And so I was already kind of heated. I was already flustered. I was already upset and I was already ready to go. And so when she showed up, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it at all. But words flew out of my mouth and it was this whole big thing. And then for like a year after the fact, I had to deal with the crap talking. And it was crap talking, not because I was a crappy person, but because they were talking crap and making things up and switching stories around and all this other BS. But it was in that birthday party that I got my first glimpse kind of who Brittany was. And I think she was able to get her first glimpse of who I was, even though she was being told something completely different. And also, to add in, he was telling me something completely different as well. It's not like he'd ever completely marched out of my life in that aspect. I mean, he was telling me something completely different. He was telling you something completely different other than like what was actually happening. And so,
Nobody ever knew what was going on,
no.
which is why Kelly and I eventually just started talking to each other.
Yeah. That's 100% what did it, because it was like we had to like fact check with each other and match up timelines and figure out what the heck was going on. But when his mother showed up, I like flew off the handles, and I'm ashamed of it. I'm not proud of it. But I sorted through it and worked through it. The only thing I can say that I'm okay with is that I held my ground, and I did not give in to somebody that had at that point mistreated me so egregiously. But so my voice was raised and I said some words, and at that point Brittany and the kids had kind of like walked away and over to the vehicle, and I knew that I had shown a not good side of myself, and I knew that she wasn't going to be going anywhere, and I knew that we would have to make it work somehow. And I knew also that it wasn't necessarily going to work with my ex trying to do that. And you were a mom. You were a good mom. You were a present mom.
Mhm.
I had heard that before even any interactions. There were people that knew you already that were like, no, she's a good mom. And so I was like, I need to go apologize. That was a horrible thing to do in front of the kids, and I need to apologize for my behavior in front of you and your kids, because I genuinely did not intend for that to happen. I saw red.
Mm-hmm.
It went red.
I know how that goes.
But the fact that you accepted my apology and kind of took that as a maybe she's not quite what they're saying, that
you
showed
took
me who you
accountability,
were.
and it was big of you to apologize for a mistake that, well, I mean,
it was
you
my
had
fault.
made.
Yes, but it
Your
was my
reaction
behavior. It
your
was my
fault.
reaction, but
Yes,
it,
but
yeah,
also,
I was reacting to something, and
especially in front of the kids, and I was
Mhm.
just like, okay, so maybe she's not as bad as they say. So, but it did take us a little while.
Baby steps.
Yeah, a little while after that.
Couple cry sessions, couple
Mm-hmm.
dig sessions,
Yeah.
couple
And
all
it
night
was,
all night on the phone.
oh yeah, there was one time, I think it was like 9 hours.
It was a lot. It
That
was
was when
like
things
just
were
under
getting
9, I
bad.
think.
Yeah, that's when things were getting bad.
And it's not like you
Pointed
could talk
out.
on the phone like
Mm-hmm.
to me during the day.
Mm-hmm.
He would purposely get mad when we would like talk, and he would
Mhm.
purposely try to get he would say things to try to get us mad at each other so that we
Mhm.
wouldn't talk.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
which is
Kelly just wants to
stupid.
get back with me. She's flirting with me, stuff like that. I mean, we were just a game.
Yeah.
Like it was so stressful. So stressful. And like we just cut out all the middlemen and I'm like, "Listen, this is what I'm being told. What is going on?"
Let's compare text.
Yeah. What is going on? And I mean, and I think also like some respect was gained there um because I didn't allow ill things to be said. It doesn't matter what I thought about Kelly. Like I
Yeah.
mean, we still weren't friends.
Yeah.
But I am hard on you're not going to talk badly about any
Mm-mm.
any child's mother or father for that matter. Like I mean, it's just not something they need to be involved in. If they have questions later on in life, then they can ask their own parent, but they don't need to hear it through adults just being
Particularly,
crappy adults.
particularly the
Yeah,
other parent.
yeah.
You don't speak
So,
about that type of thing in
hmm
front of your children. You don't speak
hmm
about your child's other parent in front of the child,
yeah.
whether you're a
And
parent
when
or a
you're,
grandparent or a cousin or whomever. I mean,
and I don't even think that I repeated it because I'm not like one of those like showboat people.
mm-mm.
Like, listen, I had your back, so you
No.
shouldn't be so mean to me. I think it was like,
I think it just
I
organically
think
came
your
out.
daughter, um, maybe told you
Something,
something,
yeah.
and I was like, listen, it did happen, but like
But it
I
wasn't like,
stopped it
yeah, it
as
wasn't
soon as
like,
it was
yeah,
said. Like, we're not going to talk about her like that.
yeah.
Not while I'm around. I couldn't tell you what happened when I wasn't there, but yeah,
I can only
I definitely was
imagine.
not going to be
Well, and that's something
present for
that
that.
we like mutually. And yeah, I get it. Seems like I'm talking crap, but I'm not doing it in front of our. I'm not doing it in front of the kids. And I certainly would never give my children the impression that they had some sort of reason to dislike him. I mean, my older one's kind of made up his mind on his own. That happens as you
Yeah,
start to figure out the ways of the world. But
he's a teenager.
he is a
I
teenager,
mean,
so he
he's already
dislikes
asked the
everybody and
questions.
everything.
Yeah, he's
But
already asked the
yeah,
questions.
and he
That
went through it with me. I mean, my daughter, she doesn't remember a lot of it 'cause she was so small.
Mhm.
Thank goodness. But yeah, I mean, my son was right there with me through it. So, um, and I hate that. I do. I beat myself up about that a lot. But he played a bigger part than he knows with just giving me a reason and giving me hope.
Oh yeah, all the kids do. I don't think like there are heroes and they don't even know it yet.
Hmm. I
So
can't imagine where I would be if I hadn't had my son. I tell him, and whatever, judge me, I guess. I tell him he's the best accident that I ever had.
that's okay. I say some pretty terrible things.
Because he
Not
is.
terrible, but
It
like
was 100% an accident, but I cannot
jokes.
imagine anything better having happened to me.
Hmm. Yeah,
I just can't.
they really are the greatest gift
Saved my life.
we will ever
He
receive.
said, yeah, saved my life, 100%.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know it, little turd.
Hmm. One day he won't be such a teenager and he'll listen.
Oh, I hope so.
So
Unless he's exactly like me, and then we'll see. I don't want to wait till he's 40.
I feel like he's gonna be yeah,
Oh,
that's his path. He's gonna be
it's gonna
quite like
yeah,
you.
it's gonna be well into adulthood.
Hmm.
I know. I know.
Full send payback.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
I'd complain, but I'm just getting my comeuppance, I
Hmm.
guess.
Yeah. At least you're there to walk him through it.
Yeah. Well, and I try to tell him too. I'm like, anything that I am telling you, can you just please take it? Because I've already done it and I've already messed up and I already know. So I'm trying to save you some steps. Like, can you just trust me and just listen?
Hmm.
And he doesn't because he's me.
Yep. Well, and teenagers just want to
And
do
teenagers,
yeah everything.
they're always right, aren't they?
Hmm.
We're so stupid. How do we
Yeah.
even do anything?
Yeah, I don't know. I was there when that was invented.
Literally.
Yeah. Listen, I
Literally.
know
You
the
know,
works.
he tried to start telling me about Snoop Dogg. He was probably like 5, and he tried to
Mm-hmm.
start telling me things about Snoop. I'm like, kiddo, who are you talking to right now?
Yeah,
Do you realize I was present? This isn't new. Snoop's not new.
yeah.
I was present for this. I jammed to this. I saw him in concert.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Nuh-uh. I'm like, yeah, your mom used to be cool. Imagine that.
No way.
So weird. Because he's totally embarrassed by me and everything I do now.
Oh yeah.
I should just go into the school one day and start like drop it like it's hot. And
Mm-hmm. Dude, I want to chaperone one of my kids' dances so bad.
I saw on Facebook that one of my friends, she doesn't live here, had dressed up as the Lorax. I mean, it was like just Halloween. She dressed up as the Lorax and went into the kids' school and was like dancing and doing stuff. And when they realized, they didn't realize it was her at first. And when they realized it was her, they were like mortified. I'm like, that is hilarious.
I would love to do
That's
that.
something I would do. If Aspen were any older, she would have been embarrassed with me this Halloween.
Yeah.
Sugar water.
Sugar water.
I
It was
dressed
good,
up as
though.
I dressed up as Edgar from Men in Black. So it wasn't pretty at all, but and not that many people. I mean, there was a handful of people that got it, but not that many. I was
Mhm.
kind of disappointed that not.
There are
That
quite a
he
bit
didn't
of
get that much
people
credit as a hilarious character.
that thought she dressed up as our mutual ex. We're like, no.
You got a message. You're like, please tell me that she dressed up as your guys' dumb ex.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I was like, no.
Unfortunately, that did
Unfortunately
not cross my
not.
mind.
This is Men in Black stuff. That is a good idea for next year, though. Yeah.
Remember when people used to do that, like dress up as your type thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what mine would look like.
Mine either.
Everything.
An asshole that has a beard. Sorry. My bad.
For me now, I feel like it would be nothing.
Yeah.
Like I'm over it all. I'm just over it. No, thank you. No beards. No not beards. No suits. No sweats. No trucks. No sports
What are you
cars.
trying to say?
No baseballs. No footballs. Just any. I don't know anything.
Just nothing.
No, pass.
Nothing.
It's not my type. Sorry, I snorted. But no, I feel like I'm my type has come and gone, and if someday, you know, somebody sees fit for me to be with them in their life and I can manage to stand them and they can manage to stand me, then, you know, great. But
someone
if
is
not, I'm okay with it still.
going to have to literally pull you out
Yeah, because I don't
of
leave.
that peaceful place.
I don't leave the house.
Well, not like really peaceful because you want them to help keep it peaceful, but
Yeah.
like
But they're gonna have to shake me out of
But
my
once you're-
my comfort.
once you're so comfortable and solitary, like I mean,
Yeah,
it's pretty
And I am, like,
impossible to
you're-
change that.
yeah. If you're gonna come in and disrupt my
Yeah.
peace, like why would I do that? I'd have to really love you, and like, do I really love you that much?
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna be
I mean,
disruptful, you must not love
yeah.
me that much.
I mean, can we just like fast forward? Can I get a
Yeah.
preview of like the first 6 months?
I don't even
like
need
because
all that.
everything they promised at the beginning is not what they followed through with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So can I get like a 6-month preview and then I'll say yes or no?
No, I would say like I want like a 3-year preview.
3 year.
I don't want to. I just want to preview
See,
what
I'm
the
just
3
asking for
years is
6
going to look
months.
like, and then I want to know: am I going to get a dress and a cake and a ring, or am I not? Because
Mm-hmm.
I do still want a dress and a cake and a ring, and I want it to mean something.
Yeah, I
want the
like
vows
marriage
to
is still on
mean
the table
something.
for me, but I mean, it's definitely I'm gonna definitely have to know that
Yeah,
it's solid, and I have yet to meet a man that has ever chosen me over anything else, and I don't know that I'll ever find that.
you know, I have had that one time.
Yeah. What happened there?
Well, I was 16.
Oh, I remember
And,
this.
yeah,
guy.
and he was going away to college,
The
and I
parents'
just
favorite.
yes, And
Yeah.
I was not as kind to him as I should have been because he was amazing. He was amazing, and he's stayed amazing throughout his life.
He had a lot of growth to do though, and
Oh yeah, I
like
was
I
so
mean,
young.
and then
I
you
was
had
16,
babies, so
and I wouldn't
yeah.
have them if that's where I had ended up. But
Hmm.
he's a fantastic human being, really top notch.
But it's hard like to settle down with someone at that age because like you have
Yeah, I was
nothing but the
16.
world
Yeah, I
in
was
front of you.
16. I didn't
Yeah,
even like.
you know.
I
But
was gonna go cruising on Friday. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, cruise route.
Well, what? Going around the Sonic. Did you guys cruise around the Sonic? Did you turn around at Sonic?
Oh yeah, in Fredonia it was like you would go around Johnson's,
Mm-hmm.
like cruise in Johnson's parking lot, and then go back all the way to Sonic, cruise around that parking lot, and just back and forth, and like you would just have
Your guys'
your
route was
jams,
your
your
guys' route was
jams,
longer than ours.
yeah, your jams
Sonic.
blowing, high fiving people that
Oh
you
yeah.
drive by,
We went
whatever
we
else.
went around the Sonic and we went around Norman.
Did you guys ever play Chalk the Walk?
What?
Isn't that what it's called?
What is
It's like hide and seek. It's so much fun.
that? We played cat and mouse.
So yeah, but like it's all over town. So
Like
and then you take chalk and you have teams, and so
oh,
like
we played cat and mouse in our vehicles.
every intersection you come to, cat and mouse in your
Yeah,
vehicles.
I mean, we thought we were fast and furious, I guess.
Okay. Anyways, but like every intersection you get to, like you draw an arrow, and then like when they come to the intersection to where you're hiding, like you just draw an arrow in all directions, and they know that you're somewhere around there. It was really fun. I
It's
had
like
a
a
lot of fun
human
doing that.
scavenger. It's like human Pokemon
Mhm.
finding.
Mhm.
You were geotagging yourself.
No.
I mean, kind of. You were like in a spot and they were like finding you and
Oh, yeah. But without electronics.
yeah,
Yeah.
just with your person.
But yes, I mean it's a decent reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon. Like
Mhm.
gotta catch them all.
Mhm. That one was fun.
Were you a Charmander?
The fire drill, like driving
Chinese
down,
fire drill?
yes, driving down to Washington, you just get out and just run around the vehicle.
Well, I feel like you guys were way, way more behaved with your cruising than we were.
Hmm. Yeah, we had a lot of rules though. I don't know
And we
what you
just
guys
didn't
had,
follow the
like
rules.
curfews and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we had curfews. I was with one of my friends one time. We got pulled over past curfew, and she wasn't even old enough to drive yet, and I was not old enough to drive yet. But she had a car, and we were driving. We were in
Right.
Neodesha. So we were driving, and she wasn't old enough to drive, and I wasn't old enough to drive. But we were like in the next town over, and we got pulled over, and it was past curfew. So like the officer was like, "You need to get home," talking about me because I was not old enough to be up at that time, like and out past curfew.
Mm-hmm.
She, meanwhile, prior to this cruise in the next town over, had memorized her sister's driver's license information. And she's like, "I can't find it, but I know what my information is. I can just give it to you."
Oh, so she put her sister's
Uh
name
huh.
in there?
And he
I'm
ran
sure
it,
that
and
was
it was
done
he
all
ran it,
the
and it was
time.
like, okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
you need to get her home because it's past curfew.
Mm-hmm.
I think she had a headlight out too. So he's like, "You need to get that headlight changed." Yes, officer.
I don't think fake IDs.
Did we go
fake
home?
fake ID
No.
like they used to.
No.
Yeah.
I used to sell mine.
Oh no.
I don't know if I can say that, but I did.
I don't know.
Whatever. I had a fake ID in college too. She was like 30 pounds heavier than me and about 5 inches shorter than me,
I don't
and
think,
definitely not Caucasian.
but it passed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dark bar, I guess. Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a Hispanic person.
Yeah.
Do I look any kind of Hispanic?
No.
They just didn't care.
No, they sure didn't. They do now. But I don't think that I ever like actually had a fake ID. I would go around and borrow people's that looked similar to me if I didn't know the bouncers. If I
Yeah.
knew, like, I could get into several places
There
just
were a
because I'd be
couple
like, hey,
places that
'cause
I
took
couldn't.
class with them or something.
There was a couple places that I couldn't get into that were more strict with IDs, but there was a lot that I could
Mm-hmm.
get into, and then also it would depend on who I was with.
Yeah.
Like if I was out with somebody that was a basketball player,
Yeah.
they want them in there, so they're just gonna let them in.
Right.
if I was with somebody that was in the band that regularly plays there, yeah, they're just gonna let them in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's all about who you know.
Yeah.
Certain situations.
Or who you don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but maybe it is.
Well, who you don't know does not benefit you.
You didn't even know what
in
it
those
is.
situations.
I feel
You
like
don't
that's
even know what it
that's
isn't.
gonna come out of our mouths probably at least once an episode.
Yeah.
You don't even know what it isn't.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen that skit. Who was it?
Chris D'Elia.
Yeah. It's about the drunk woman with the crocodile. Is it crocodile or alligator? It's been a minute since I
don't
watched
remember,
it.
but
I do know. You don't even
I'm
know
an
what it isn't.
independent woman. Shoes on my feet.
I bought 'em.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir, but is that your crocodile?
You afraid it's gonna take your job?
I love it. It's
I
like
love
one
it.
of the best skits.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Do yourself a favor. It's
for
it's
sure.
hilarious. That whole stand-up set is that whole
Mhm.
special actually is really hilarious. But
Yeah.
that's probably one of my favorite skits
Uh-huh.
out of any
He
stand-up
does
ever.
it so good too. Yeah. I can't do it
gonna
when I'm
take your
laughing.
It's just he does a really good drunk white girl. It's funny. So
We say that one a lot, and then the Jimmy Fallon. Ew. That
Gary got lost.
ow. So that one's pretty funny too.
Do
if you
yourself,
haven't
that
checked
one's
out.
hilarious.
Yes.
Must stop down. Gary.
Oh, we watched that for months.
And then our
Together, it was
our
so
kids
funny.
started quoting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they.
And then they
go
thought that they were better
At
at
it
quoting
than
it than
us.
we were. I'm like,
Yeah.
you've seen it like
which is
twice.
probably legit most of the time because like my memory sucks. So, but yeah, I'm just like I know L. That's it. L. Get lost.
Your mom's making, what is it? Shake and bake.
Oh yeah.
Dustin Hoffman.
Cat.
Oh, good stuff.
Magic Mike.
I feel like
yeah, gross. Yeah, L.
it's a peg of corn.
I would have been like cat.
It's my invention of a thing I made up. That's an invention of what I mean. Sometimes I like to make popsicle stick castles out of popsicle sticks. The one with Taylor Swift.
One, yes.
Not Ole Benson. Oh my gosh. I feel like we need to tap out. We are so just
Probably.
quoting stuff
Yes.
now.
Sorry. We got way off track.
That's all right.
I guess this concludes episode 2.
We
If
hope
you're
that
here.
put stuff a little bit more together for you. But we're going to probably give it another one. Kind of just explaining how we got to where we are and how I met my best friend.
Yeah. Besties for life.
Yeah, besties.
Love you.
Love you, biggest.
Love you, biggest.
Love you.
Dis,
Love you a
dis,
million.
dis, mostest.
Blue butterflies.
Oh, that's a lot. I don't know what to say now.
And a
You
sausage
put
roll.
me on the spot. I gotta think about
I
it.
love you a sausage roll too. I really love sausage rolls. They're so good. I'm telling you. Anyway, that's how much I love you.
I love you, Frenchie. Anyways, so if you're still here for if you made it to watch this episode, we thank you.
Yeah.
And
We apologize for the scatterbrainness, but
I think
we appreciate you more than you know.
we really do. We appreciate the support. And again, like if we're not saying anything helpful at all, like please feel free to message us and be like,
But
can you
feel free
put
to
more of
message us
this in
anyways.
here?
Yeah, if there's things that you want addressed, if there's things that you want people to hear, message us.
Yeah, for sure. Or like, I mean, even if you just need an ear,
100%.
always good at listening.
100%.
So just knowing that you're not alone is the most important thing to me, to us.
Yes, because you're not alone, and you
Never.
are loved, and we see you, and we hear you, and you are important.
Always. No matter what anybody tells you.
Mhm.
So, anyways, we do this all night. So, we're just going to go home and finish our conversation.
Yeah, we are. But we love you all.
So, yes, we do. Thank you.
Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves.
We plan on releasing Sundays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
So
Sundays and
our next
Thursdays.
episode won't be out until Sunday.
But we'll see you guys then if you stick around.
Yeah. So
If you like
yeah,
us, remember to subscribe because then you'll get notifications about when it's coming up.
for sure. Please.
And I think you can
And
do
thank you.
messaging and stuff. Listen, we're new. Like Brittany said, we're new here. So.
We're new here. New girls. So, all right. I think that's it. Thank you for joining my X's X. Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.